Hi, welcome to the HR Minister, the podcast where leadership meets faith and where human resources becomes a ministry of care, purpose, and vision. Thanks for joining our show today on the HR Minister. And if what we're sharing with you is connecting with you, would you please follow, share, and like our content? And if you have a question, an idea, or would like to be interviewed on this show, please reach out to me at info@humanresources911.org or visit our website, hr911.org. Whether you're an HR professional, a team leader, a business owner, or a career-minded believer navigating the workplace, you're in the right place. Today we're talking about something we've all heard, maybe even believed. The lie that we all have to have it all to be successful, fulfilled, and worthy. So let's talk about the pressure to have that dream career, the perfect partner, the Pinterest-worthy home, the luxury car, and how chasing all of that can leave us empty. Let's get into it. So remember back when you were in kindergarten or your early elementary school years and everyone asks you, what do you want to be when you grow up? Do you remember what you would answer? Do you remember hearing other kids say that they wanted to be a lawyer or a doctor and all of those big jobs? Yeah, me too. And I also remember seeing kids literally change their answer to impress others or to fit in when everyone in the class is asked that question. Every once in a while, you would hear a unique answer or someone who just wouldn't know yet. And then as the school years went by and we start to realize what money means and what it can buy, we might have memories of us talking about the expensive car we're going to get or the big city that we're going to move to. And then when we get those big jobs and those big job titles, rather than introduce ourselves just with our name, we introduce ourselves with our job title or the company that we work at. How did that become our identity? All of this false premise just gets set up very, very early on for us. And it really is a false narrative that we're told. Instead of being encouraged to be ourselves and to be happy with the material things that we have, we are conditioned to chase after things that are cloaked as success. So there really is an illusion of having it all. We live in a culture of curated lives. Social media, marketing, and those pushing the idea that if you don't have it all, you're falling behind. They'll try to tell you that you need a soulmate who supports your every goal. You need a thriving career that turns heads. Your kids must be in private school with gold stars everywhere. You must live in a home with the best zip code. And of course, you must have a degree from the best university or else you are not worthy. And you better look good doing it, right? So the problem is this version of success was never meant to define us. It's a false premise. It's an idol, honestly, because no one can sustain all of that without burning out, breaking down, or losing the essence of who they are. Here's what we actually need. What you need is already in you. God placed purpose in your heart before you ever earned a title or drove a car. Psalm 139 tells us, we are fearfully and wonderfully made, not conditionally based on our productivity, our income, or our resume. Here's what you really need. Peace in your spirit, joy in your soul, health in your body, purpose in your work, and relationships that don't drain you. And you know what? If you have those 5 things, you're doing better than most. Job titles end, beauty fades, neighborhoods change. But your God-given purpose, that is eternal. And there really is a cost of chasing everything. Let's get real. Chasing everything costs you something. It can cost your peace, your marriage, your time with your children, your health, your joy. How many of us have tried to juggle it all only to feel like we're failing in every area? You were never created to do everything. You were called to do what God assigned to you. Ecclesiastes 4:6 says, better one handful with tranquility than 2 handfuls with toil and chasing after the wind. Think about that just for a second. So now let's take a look at redefining What is all? So here's a truth bomb. You do have it all when you have peace with God, alignment with your purpose, time to rest, people who love you for who you are, not what you produce or bring home. We have to stop using other people's lives as those measuring sticks. Their path is not your path. Your all doesn't have to look like theirs. Maybe your version of all is working part-time and being available for your kids. Maybe it's building a small business that feeds your soul, even if it doesn't scale to millions and millions of dollars. Maybe it's simply living debt-free and sleeping well at night and having choice in what work you will do. That's real success. Let's talk about how we can be anchoring in our peace. So, friend, if you've been trying to hold it all together and feeling like you're not enough, let me say this clearly. You are already enough. You already have what you need. And if you don't, God promises to supply it. He says, ask and you shall receive. Take the pressure off. Give yourself permission to redefine success. Choose a workplace that supports all of you, not just a paycheck. Protect your peace. Guard your health for now and for your later years. Choose joy, because when you follow the voice of God over the voice of culture, you walk into a destiny that's sustainable, meaningful, and grace-filled. If this message stirred something in you, if it convicted you, if it helped you stay anchored in purpose and peace, please share this. Please subscribe to the HR Minister. We would really appreciate that. So as we wrap this up, go forth and lead well. You've been listening to the HR Minister, where faith meets function and people always come first. As I always say, one life, your life. Take good care of yourselves. Until next time.